Hey brothers and sisters of the crib, we're back at again with another Chrono Odyssey video. In this, we're gonna be watching Canon's starter guide of a walkthrough for the beta. Just as a heads up, as a disclaimer, this if you don't want to be spoiled or anything, and you just want to be all raw without knowing nothing, just don't watch this video. That's all I could recommend, man. And those who do, though, well, we're gonna have all the juicy details from Kanon's experience of Better Prepare, and I want to watch it so I can have an understanding myself and push it to more people too, to see what's the move in terms of the beta. All right. Let's play this.
Okay, so for those of you who are looking for a little bit of guidance when starting out Chrono Odyssey, I'm going to be sharing my starter guide with you, and in this video we are essentially going to be talking about what you should do, the steps, like a step-by-step guide from the moment you enter into the server all the way to and through what I consider to be the end game for the Chrono Odyssey beta test. However, I don't want to spoil the process for people that want to discover it on their own, so if that's you, please click out of this video. I thought this would be helpful for people that may end up joining the beta test late, or they want to play multiple classes and they don't really care about the discovery process and would rather just do it a little bit or progress a little bit more efficiently from hour one. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
It makes sense about joining the beta test late due to the fact that tomorrow they probably won't roll out everybody in terms of codes or whatever, because it's for server stability. So it makes sense.
Section below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I'm probably live streaming right now, and I'm going to be streaming a lot during the beta test. If I have keys, I'll be giving them out via Twitch. Let's begin. Okay, when you start, you'll go through a short MSQ or main story quest and eventually be led to unlock an Eye of Insight, which essentially just shows you more of the map. Keep this in mind while progressing. Anytime you're near one, you'll definitely want to interact with one. While we've got the map open, another thing you'll notice on the map are bound stones. These are your teleport stones, but you'll have to be at the actual stone to teleport. Moving on, the MSQ will take you to the main town indicated by the yellow 1 on your map. When arriving from the bound stone, go up the stairs to the right and go straight into the first building you see here and check in with the NPC. This is your town inn, and you'll be able to teleport back here anytime from anywhere on a 10-minute cooldown. Exit the inn and go to the board that's right in front of the entrance next to the stairs. This is your bounty board. Pick up the very first bounty, Ravenous Bog. Bounties are a one-time kill hunt quest that give you gold, experience, and bounty currency, which we'll talk more about later. Continue the MSQ and it'll eventually lead you to craft a weapon. Honestly, the weapon you craft here really doesn't matter too much because it's pretty trash anyway. Continue following the MSQ indicated by the yellow 1. The MSQ will lead you to the entrance of the very first Chrono Gate. Enter the Chrono Gate, try and beat the boss, then exit. If you're up for the challenge, go ahead and try to beat it at this stage of the game. Unless you're using an expo, it will be very difficult and time consuming, however. Melees can complete this boss at level 3, but like I said, it can be very time consuming. Strictly from a progression perspective, grinding it out to kill this boss is not what you want to do because you can always come back to it at any time and kill it quickly after you level and gear up. Not to mention, it's actually technically slower because of where it teleports you to after clearing it. However, it is my personal recommendation to at least give it a few tries before giving up, because honestly, it's a very good, challenging, fun experience, and a lot of people get hooked on the game because of it. When's the last time you played an MMO where you were stuck on the boss at level 3? Again, I want to reiterate that I personally do recommend you guys to try and kill it for the first experience, or at the very least, give it a few tries and forget being efficient this one time. Anyways, if you clear the boss, you'll be immediately ported to what's called the Citadel. This is where you interact with NPCs to upgrade your Chronotector stuff. After going through some lore related stuff, exit back to the world, you'll be forced to go to town. Your MSQ will tell you to go to find and clear the second chrono gate, then third chrono gate, then finally fourth chrono gate. If you're an absolute savage, you can literally go and do all of them now if you want, but again, doing so is obviously not very efficient. If you don't clear the boss, then you'll have to come back once you're stronger. If you're trying to be maximum efficient or speedrun, I would say come back at around level 7 to 8 with full green gear, and it'll be cake at that point. Also, by exiting the dungeon, now you will not spawn back in town. Instead, you'll be led by a yellow aura path guiding you to the next bound stone. Follow the yellow aura, unlock and interact the bound stone, then enter the citadel by clicking on the compass that says the citadel on the bottom left corner of your map. Follow the quest through the citadel, then exit going back to the Brackley altar bound stone. Open your map, then head to the first bounty target, the Ravenous Bog, indicated by the red icon on your map. You should have no issues soloing this boss, and remember, after killing it, be sure to behead it by interacting with its dead body. After killing it, you can pick up the yellow quest next to it to get your green fishing rod, but don't worry about it if you miss it. It's really not that important anyway. After killing the first bounty, teleport back to town, then turn in your bounty. From here, head back north and finish up your quest that has you go back to Etheldreda. Hope I'm saying that right. She'll have you go to Melody to be actually finally done with this chain. Melody will ask you some questions, and you'll have to select the correct answers to finish the quest.
AI writes my copy in seconds, but resizing video still takes 3 tools and a mild breakdown.
Should have an ad blocker.
Here are the answers. Next, we're going to stock up a bit. Head back to the front of town by the bound stone and pick up the yellow quest from the guy that has up a bit. Here are the
answers. So I can... Alright, just have it that just for the screenshot whenever I need it.
Answers. Next, we're going to stock up a bit. Head back to the front of town by the bound stone and pick up the yellow quest from the guy that has anyone there, please help above his name. This quest will then lead you to the general goods merchant, Gavron, that's on the other side there, indicated by the yellow quest marker. Interact with him and purchase a basic sickle, pickaxe, logging axe, butcher knife, and then 50 or so potions. Equip all the life skill gear, throw the potions on the hotbar, then go back to the bounty board and pick up the next bounty, Avaricious Oswald. Use the bound stone to teleport to Brackley Altar, then follow the main road to the location you see here on the map to get your mount. Remember to gather and harvest things along the way. What you should focus on gathering can be found at the end of the video. When you reach your destination, you'll have a bound stone to unlock and an Eye of Insight nearby, allowing you to see the map. Interact with the Mount NPC Medina that has a yellow quest icon above her head and accept your mount quest. Go to the location of the quest and catch your first mount. These mounts will begin running around, then begin to slow down, then eventually stop, then start running again.
The fact that you
need to first find a pure white horse, as you see here, chase it down and interact with it by hitting E as soon as it stops running. As long as you interact with him before he completely stops, you should be able to capture it. After capturing the horse and turning in the quest, you now have your mount to travel on. Complete the bounty quest and go back to the town utilizing your bound stone and town imports. Moving forward, you'll complete all the bounties one by one, and the order doesn't really matter here because you need to finish them all anyway. You have 5 pages of bounties, and the bounty board will allow you to start taking higher level ones, but just start from page 1 and complete them all one by one. Each time you complete a bounty, you will get a bounty currency. If you interact with the bounty NPC next to the board, you'll see there are accessories and mats that you can purchase. You'll have plenty of currency to buy out the shop, so don't worry about the accessories until you are level 15, since that's the requirement for you to be able to equip them. Focus on buying out the resources. You can buy 5 of each at the vendor for 20 coins. Prioritize the mats you need depending on the armor set you're going for. Here's a list of all the mats that are required for each
Alright. Just have that
respective set. For example, the cloth set full loadout you see on screen, you'll need 8 young wood, which is harvested from young trees, aka tier 1 trees, 18 iron ore, 10 of which will be converted to 2 iron ingot at the workbench, 15 silver ore, which will be converted to 3 silver ingot, 10 mature wood, which you'll turn into 2 sturdy lumber, 40 linen fibers to turn into 8 linen cloth, and 40 rawhide to turn into 8 leather. Keep in mind, I have listed the most common mat that's farmed. For example, linen fibers being used to upgrade into linen cloth. Linen cloth can be crafted by another mat, as you can see here, called warm fiber bundles. And if you do get these mats, they can obviously be used towards the total linen cloth crafts, considering linen cloth is what you ultimately need to use for the actual gear craft. This full set loadout I have listed on screen are the mats that are required for a full green weapon set, green armor set, green accessory set, and green life skilling set. FYI, leather is hands down the biggest pain in the ass to get out of all the mats, so I would absolutely buy out the leather first. Now, let's quickly go through how these mats are obtained. Iron ore is farmed via mining iron resources such as iron deposits. Silver ore is farmed via mining silver resources such as silver deposits. Mature wood is farmed via chopping mature trees. Linen fiber is farmed via harvesting certain plants such as flax. Rawhide is farmed via skinning animals after killing them. Most of the mobs in our beta will drop light rawhide when you kill them, with a chance to drop regular rawhide. This is why I recommend making sure you buy out the leather first from the bounty shop, because leather is for sure the biggest pain in the ass to get compared to the others. I'm not going to spoil the specific locations of every mat, especially considering they're scattered throughout the entire world. But if you are looking for some more focused locations on mats, resources, mobs, whatever, we're going to have a dedicated channel that has locations posted for everything in our Discord for those of you who want the guidance. Continue farming mats on your way to bounties, and feel free to finish any subjugation quest that pops up as well. You can skip any side quests, they are not necessary. As you complete the bounties, teleport back to the inn, then continue buying out the bounty shop and using the resources you farmed to complete your full green set. After doing so, when you hit level 12, finish the second chrono gate, which should be a breeze now, then head over to do your solo trial located here on the map. Notice there is an NPC that's outside of the dungeon that has a shop that sells goods for currency that you farm by completing the trials. This NPC not only has permanent stat potions you should 100% purchase, but also has a full green dungeon set. This full green dungeon set has some very good passes for this stage of the game and would be a good end game set to settle on if you aren't pushing to get into level 15 plus gear. This NPC also has keys for the trials itself, which are needed to enter. You can only do the trials 5 times per week per character. Be locked in for the trials, because this will provide you with a lot of experience helping you reach level 15. If you die in the trial at any point, you are immediately taken out and you lose your key. There is a bit of a bottleneck from level 12 to 15, and if you waste your trials by dying early, then you're going to miss out on a lot of potential experience. After completing all the bounties and trials, you should be level 15, which is essentially the end game of the beta. There is more gear you can push for upon hitting level 15 and then 25, but content-wise, this is pretty much it, more or less. Explore around, kill some field bosses, try dungeons, discover things in the world. The rest is up to you. The only additional recommendation, without giving away too much, is that I would say look out for one-time permanent stat upgrades in the form of potions or even structures called beacons. And whatever you do, be sure to definitely finish the 3rd and 4th chrono gates. That's pretty much going to do it for this one, guys. I've put up a written TLDR along with all the mats that are needed from earlier. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment for the algo, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Oh man, I'm so excited to finally get my hands on the game. I know it's probably gonna have like its issues where it's gonna be janky and all that, but we already know that according to Canon, they're fixing all those issues anyways. Well, they have to, of course. They better, damn it. If they're gonna have to put it behind a box price. But yeah, man, are you guys finally excited to get your hands on this? I know you guys are 100%. But anyways, this has been it. I can't wait to play tomorrow and this weekend in general. Anyways, guys, y'all have a good one. On to the next video. Peace.